let's see what everyone is doing. We need to finish getting them to sleep and use the bathroom. All right, let me pause for just a quick second. So to wash in the sink, they have to get a... Oh my gosh, where did he get all this? Oh, this is what he looted. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. He looted quite a bit. Well, we can't sell out of our inventory. And a lot of this stuff is supposed to be used for, like, gardening or whatever. What do we have growing again? We have a snapdragon and we have a raspberry. So we almost need to, like, go through each person individually and get them set up for what they need to do. The problem is he is so tired. I think I'm just gonna have him sleep here and have him swap with his brother. For right now, because I don't know what else we're gonna do. She's using the bathroom, it seems. And then she's kind of okay. We could get her up to go do something. She needs some social and hygiene a little bit. What is Rochelle again? It's going to take me a second to get used to what they are because I've only just started playing. Okay, so she's a creator and her things today are penmanship, writing, candle making, and entomology. We could have her go out and work on entomology since she's not, like, exhausted. But I would like to get her energy up as much as we can before the morning because I'd like her to be awake throughout the day rather than the night. So I'm going to have her just sleep here on the floor when she's done going potty. And then we have Lucy, who is sleeping there. So she's good. Jaitang is sleeping here. Okay. And then we have Raekwon. He actually, I think, peed his pants. Yeah, he did. So he's embarrassed, but let's just literally get him to go to bed because, like, we don't have any time for this right now. And then Ryan also peed himself. Okay. And peeing themselves is actually a negative now, on the morale. So, it's called need failure because I thought that would be, like, a good one. So let's add to Raekwon, the -3 for the need failure. And also, let's add it to, who did I say it was? Ryan. Ryan also has a -3 from his pee in his pants as well. So we're going to get him to just probably go to sleep here. And then we have Neil. Neil is about to pee his pants. I think he can go, like, summon a privy bush and it will keep him from peeing his pants, hopefully. And then we have her and she can just sleep here. You're in the shower. You're not supposed to be taking a shower there. See, this is the thing. They need a bucket of water to do this, and they need a bucket of water to wash at the sink. But I think we should only be allowing them to use so much water a day. Like, we need to kind of, like, keep it so that we're not just, like, pouring through water because, like, we technically can't really get much water. So I just think it would be good if we had it where they literally only could take a shower or whatever when it's that time, like if they have the buckets of water and stuff in their inventory. So I don't want them showering at the moment unless, you know, they have those items, and a lot of us don't have those items, so we shouldn't be doing those things. This is where allowing them to have free will is almost like a little bit of a sticky situation because, like, yes, they need to shower themselves, but they also need to deal with the fact that they literally can't always just take a shower because they're stinky. Like, that is just kind of how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna have you go summon a privy bush as well. And I think you can just sleep on the floor where you are. I wish they slept more comfortably on the floor. They sleep like really weird, and I don't really love it, but it is what it is. The baby is very cold, so we do need someone to bring him in. So I will grab someone to do so. Yeah, you're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna sleep here. Everybody's coming out to go potty or going to sleep on the floor. Oh, Michael just peed his pants. So I think I'm going to count the next days as 8 in the morning so that we can like keep track of what day is what day. So right now we need to mark down that Michael just peed his pants. So he gets a -3 as well on his morale because that's what that is. The rest of these guys are going potty. Come on. Summon a privy bush. Where are you going? I don't know what we're doing. No, see, everyone is using these items. I think what I might do is I might lock them away so that they can't get to them. I know that sounds really mean, but like they shouldn't be using them. So we need to stop them from doing so. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. Okay, who is this? Alex. Alex, are you good? No, you did not. Summon a privy bush. Oh, are they too close? Sorry. Oh. Okay, go to sleep here. Oh, wait. Blair needs more natural living skill to do this in the current weather conditions. Oh, I think Alex is too close to the front of the building. Okay, well, somebody needs to take care of the baby. So I think Blair is a caregiver. Oh, jeez. Caregivers are like the pink-purple color. Yeah, Blair is one. So, like, anytime she can just take care of a baby. Feed him. If they're in a privy bush, like, literally you don't see anything. So what's the point of, like, shooing people away? Octavia. Or Dana, I mean. Stop. Go to sleep. Please. Okay. Alex. Go to bed. He needs a natural living skill. Go here. I think it's because, like, he's embarrassed or whatever. I don't know. Here. Go sleep here. Everybody's, like, sleeping on the floor. Except for a couple of them. Alright, you're gonna put the baby down there. Actually, why don't you change him? Okay. I need that thing where they don't stop sleeping just because they're stinky. Because it's ridiculous. Let me fix this. So everybody's building this skill, which is good for the challenge. We need the natural living skill for this. Okay, so 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll do our daily stuff that we need to do. Okay, who's getting up? Rochelle. She's actually pretty good on the sleep, so I'm okay with it. So when they wake up like this and they need the bathroom, I'm going to check to see if they can summon a privy bush. If they can't, then I will let them use this toilet. And anyone who needs to use it, if it needs to be polished, they'll have to polish it first. Because that's just how that goes. Okay, so I am going to let her use it first because she is the one that's taking care of it. Now, Clarissa just literally needs hygiene. So what we need to do, first of all... Oh, that's a baby bottle. I was like, why is there a candle out here? Never mind, it's not a candle. We need to bathe in this water outside. Because because the shower inside and the sink inside is not like one you can just bathe in willy-nilly like. You have to literally bathe in this one. Okay, whew. I almost had to pull my hair out. Okay, so I'm going to have her come bathe in this as well. Now, let's see. Let's get you to come in here and use this. Yeah, I know you're stinky. Go take care of that, and then we'll get you bathing. Oh my gosh, they're standing inside of each other. Wait, can he not bathe in this? Yeah, he can. Bathing. Okay, Jane is awake. Jane just needs to take a shower. Okay, so Jane... Go ahead. Clarissa's awake. She just needs to do this. I think she's already bathing. Yeah. Kayla just needs to take a shower. This pond is going to be so gross. If you think about it, everyone's scrubbing their scum off into this pond over here. Ooh, these poor fish. The poor fish in this pond are going to be dead in a day from all the scumminess they're scrubbing off into this poor little tiny pond. I love how they're all standing inside of each other as well. Like, they literally don't even have another space to stand. Oh, it's hysterical. Okay, so everyone else still looks like they're sleeping, so we're just waiting for everyone to kind of wake up still. I'm not really going to wake them up by a specific time unless I have specifically something I need to do at a specific time. I'm just going to kind of let them sleep because they don't have the best of beds, so like their energy is not flying. It is barely moving at this rate. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of let them do what they got to do when they got to do it. We're very cold outside because it is literally the beginning of spring. So, you know, going well. It's going well. Sailor Mayumi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I am, I'm not sure. I have to look in just a second for what I'm using. Okay, so he actually was given 3 buckets of water to start the challenge with. He's able to use them all for himself if he's greedy, or he can give them to others to use to bathe, and I think that's what we'll do. I'm going to pick 2 other people to give one to, but I'm going to let him also go ahead and use one for the day. So I am going to allow access to Alex, and I am going to let him come in here, and he is going to go ahead and he is going to take a shower, and then we're just going to delete one of these buckets of water that he has in his inventory. Once his shower is done, I will delete this, and then, you know, we can go from there. So go ahead and go take a shower, and then we will give some other lucky people in here a bath. We might actually, I didn't think about this, but like, how do we clean the toddlers and stuff? I guess we have to clean them at like a sink or something. Yeah, we're gonna have to think about that. And they're freezing over here, which is really not good. So once she's done, I'm gonna have her come in here and sit down on at the table. I think everybody else is still sleeping. I hope this isn't... Okay, I think you're good enough where you can stop and come inside, so you don't freeze to death. Okay, so this here is, like I said, this is Clarissa. Let's have her get dressed. Change her outfit to her everyday. Okay, so it is 9:58 in the morning. This is my apocalypse survival challenge I'm creating myself. This is literally the second time I've played it on screen. So it's literally kind of like a questing, there's battles, like combat, and like you have to survive a radiation apocalypse. There's not really zombies or anything, it's just radiation that we're dealing with. And I created the rules for it all on my lonesome. But I did have some people help me with some parts of the challenge, of course. Um Yeah, it's completely different. So I haven't done any of the combat or anything yet. In the last episode, I kind of went over some of the rule sets. So if you want to check them out, they're up on my YouTube channel with the video. So you can check those out there. The rules are not public yet because they're not finished. Once the first chapter, which is the world that I'm in, is completed, then I will share them publicly for others to play with as well. But at this time, they're just kind of like, they're just in the making. So we're starting the playtest now. But I want to, since it's now like 10 o'clock in the morning, technically I should be doing this at like 8. I've already got everything pre-rolled from the last stream. We actually re-rolled them because there were some complications, of course. But let me pull up the screen for you so you guys can see. So we've been working on the challenge after the first episode because you enjoyed it. It looks like a lot of fun. Well, thank you. I have edited this quite a bit now because one, I think it would be really good for us to be able to see our weather preferences because they're technically supposed to be set. And this is how you're going to actually base if it was a weather preference or a weather aversion for yourself. And that's like going to boost or bring down your morale. On top of that, our strengths and weaknesses have been added back to the sheet. They originally were here, then I deleted them off of here. Now I've added them back because when you're choosing these specific things, your strengths are, well, for me, I'm not going to roll for strengths because I think if you're good at something, then you're going to do it well. Your weaknesses, though, are going to be something that you'll have to roll for. So, like, if Fahim had rolled that he was going to be working on tailoring, building, or caregiving for this day, he would have ended up having to roll. He did not roll any of those. I don't know if anyone did, actually. Let me look through mining performance, technology, production, and smithing. So no, he didn't have any that were hers. Rochelle's are survival, social studies, and mining, so she doesn't have any of hers either. Oh, interesting. So we actually need to be looking at the left side, not the right side. So like tailoring, building, and caregiving should be on the left. So none of that is. Mining, performance, technology, production, and smithing is on the left. So like it's calligraphy, but it's penmanship in the calligraphy. Oh my gosh, skill. So survival, social studies, and mining are bad for this sim. For Lucy, it's navigation, caregiving, crafting, production, and smithing. She does have production, so we'll be doing her role there. So when she does that activity today, which is going to be mixology, if she was crafting something from that, we would have to roll to see, like, does she completely ruin what she builds and we have to completely delete it and get rid of it? Does she use the resources and it just comes out really poor quality? Does she use the resources and, she does perfectly fine? Those would be things that we would have to, like, roll to kind of see how it goes. So I would show that to you, but I don't think we can do mixology. I think we're just going to have to, like, read a book or whatever. Then we have survival here. So that's natural living. So, Jai Tang, anytime he does something for natural living, we have to see if he does it well or if he doesn't do it well. So if he bathes in the pond, we'll have to roll for that because technically he's building that skill, and like, does he get himself cleaned or is he still dirty, kind of thing. And then we have crafting, which he doesn't have crafting, and he does have a performance, which is acting. Oh my gosh. So he has 2 that are bad for him, but everybody has their own things. So if we're looking at, who are we on? I forget who we're on. And you have it very well detailed, which makes it even more interesting. What great attention to detail you have. Oh, thank you so much. So we're playing on Clarissa. I forgot who I was on. So looking at Clarissa today, this is Clarissa here. So her activities today are natural living, which is a survival skill, and she is bad at survival. So we actually need to roll for her survival, that she just did. Her tailoring, her deviance, and her vehicle maintenance are also bad, but she's not doing, or her other activities, which none of those are under her weaknesses. So she'll be perfectly fine. The other thing we need to do is, now that it's 10 o'clock, this number here, I have it coded. So if you fall into a different color, so 76 and above, nothing happens. You're perfectly fine. If you are 75 and below, which means below to like 51, you lose 1 activity slot. If it's 50 to 26, you'll lose 2. If it is 25 to 6, then you lose 3. And if it's 5 and below, you have to roll to see if that sim is going to actually leave the camp, because they're so unhappy, like they don't want to live here anymore. So at the beginning of your day, you're going to take this number that's written here and you're going to add it to the top. And then you're going to just delete these numbers each day. And then we're also going to roll for this. So we have a morale loss of 5 today. So a -5. So she's going to be down to a 90 to start today. So they're a 95. And then we're just going to put this, we're going to change this to a -5 today. And then we're going to get rid of that one. And then this is 95 with a -5. And then we're going to get rid of this. And then this one here is 92 with a -5 today for the morale. And then we'll get rid of that. And then we have 95 here with a -5. And we can get rid of that one. And then 96. So this person's a little bit better off because they must have had something good happen yesterday. So they actually boosted themselves a little bit. So right now they're a little bit ahead of some of the others. Everyone will be a little bit different, which is what you want. You don't want everyone to be down in the dumps. You want everyone to be technically you want everyone to be really happy. Nobody's had any incidents yet today, so we should also be okay. For our, like, what we need to add in so far. Nobody's had any, they've not peed their pants or anything at the moment, so we're all right. Okay, so 97. This person, Octavia, she's actually doing, well, Octavia and Neil, it looks like, are actually doing our worst at the moment. And Dana. So that's not good. 97 with a -5. And then we have 92, oh boy, with a -3. So they're at 87. So they're not doing very hot at all. Like, they're getting down there where it's going to start to affect them a bit. 92 with a -5, and we'll get rid of that one. And then we have 94 with a -5. And we'll get rid of that. And then we have 93 with a -5. And we'll get rid of these. Okay. So that's what everyone's starting out with for today. We rolled that everyone gets a -5 today for the morale. And now at the end of the day, we'll add in their positives and their negatives to figure out what happens with them, that kind of thing. If it's something that I probably won't remember, like a completed whim, I'll probably try to do that like when it happens, because it'll be beneficial for us to go ahead and do that. So for Clarissa Jenkins, she just did her, she worked a little bit on her, survival skill, which is natural living. So we're actually going to do a roll for her to see how well she does in that. So under her character sheet, if you look down here at her character sheet, these should also be in order of the other people. So you'll know that she's going to be kind of closer to the bottom. Here she is. So her survival is where? Here. One of her other activities that she needs to work on is her next one would be either car maintenance, lockpicking, or knitting. The natural living is kind of just going to be built throughout her day. So like I said, in this corner over here, there's this bookshelf over here, and we've added in all of the level 1 books that we could find. So she is, I'm looking for a vehicle maintenance if there's one. If there's not a vehicle maintenance, then, oh, it's right here. Fixing cars for dummies. So I think we're going to go ahead. She's too uncomfortable. Okay, so maybe we need to light this fire. We need to delete a log every time we light it. I thought there was somebody. I think it's Rashad. No. Who was it that gathered the wood? Was it Alex? It was Alex. Okay, we do have one log, so we can go ahead and light this, and we'll just delete the log because we need to have the log to light it. All right, go ahead and light this. We'll have you warm yourself up. It should give you a good moodlet. Okay. Isn't there like warm self on this? Throw this away. Oh boy, the baby had a blowout. That's not what we needed. Who's freezing to death? Rochelle. Rochelle, come in here. Okay, let's have... Oh, there we go. Instantly warmed up. So it's going to be good for us to have this fire going so we can keep everybody warm. I was hoping she was just going to clean up a little bit and, like, be in a better mood. Can she read this? Yes. Okay, so we're going to have her read this book, Fixing Cars for Dummies, because today she's working on vehicle maintenance. Next we're going to look at Rochelle. I'll just tell you what she has. So Rochelle today has calligraphy penmanship. She also has calligraphy writing, crafting, candle making, and insect making entomology, which calligraphy and insect making and crafting are the 3 skills, and none of those are bad for her. So we don't have to roll for any of her skills today, so it's fine. So let's have her see if she can read penmanship. I don't know that she can actually read penmanship. It might be one of those ones that's locked. These are the books, and like we just have to read through what they are. Unfortunately, there's no real easy way to do it. You can't like alphabetize them or anything in here. I wish you could, because that would make things a lot easier on us. But she's going to be working on penmanship, but like I said, I don't know that you can read a book on penmanship. Technically, oh, no, that was papercraft. Darn. Okay, I didn't see writing in here either. If anyone did, let me know. But I didn't see writing either. So she might not be able to work on these skills. These might just be skills like if you roll them at this point, oh, okay, writing we can do. So we can actually have her work on writing. We'll have her do that. So she can read that book. All right, kiddo, let's get you in here too. And who else? Jane, get you in here. I know, you want to sit on that. Why don't you just go sit at the table? Why don't you just sit here and read it? Where'd that book go that she was holding? Hello? Oh, she threw it on the floor. Oh, hold up. Wait, what? Read this. Read this while sitting there? Is that possible? What happened? Did she get glitched or something? Reset. Okay. I couldn't have her pick it back up. Here, let's have her sit here and then we'll tell her to read this. And maybe put your clothes on. You know, we get that you went out and took a shower or whatever, but we gotta take the funny moments too. Like, it's gonna be a slow playthrough, but I think it's just funny because, like, literally her face is so priceless right now. And she's like, oh god, it's so cold. You wait until the summertime. You'll be complaining it's too hot, okay? I don't even want to hear it at this point. Okay, so that's those two ladies. They're working on their skills. Well, I thought they were. She's too uncomfortable. Oh, jeez. Why don't you get dressed? Everyone needs to get dressed. And then I'll have you sit. Look, can you sit here? Yeah, I wish you could just sit at the campfire. Oh, there we go. Okay. Go ahead and read. Okay, so then who are we working on next? We were working on Alex. Okay, so Alex has this piece of wood, so we need to delete this because we used it to light the fire. He is a gatherer, so he will be collecting probably more wood. There are some things we have to do every day. So, like, if it doesn't come up for them, we just need to do it anyways. So he is bad at culinary, hunting, social studies, production, and smithing. And he today is working on entomology, which is insect farming, fitness, deviance, which is mischief, and caregiving, which is veterinarian. None of these are a weakness for him. So I think the first thing I'm going to have him work on is entomology. And outside, there are these butterflies from the butterfly spawners. And I think we can catch them. I don't know how to catch them. I've never tried, okay? But I thought we could collect them if anyone knows, and I don't know. I thought we could click on them and catch them. What can he do with this? Put insects into box. Why would I want to do that? So we don't actually... Interesting. I don't know how we collect the butterfly itself. I've never tried. We might need one of those net things and we don't have those. So if we're speaking about that, then we can't really do too much there. Why does she have a veggie dog in her inventory? Oh, wait. To catch butterflies in the Sims 4, click on visible butterfly spawners or use the caterpillar incubator to raise them. Collecting them increases the entomology skill and helps How can you see the butterfly spawner? The butterfly. Well, I'm assuming it's... Oh, it's over here. Okay. Okay. I wonder if because I use the thingy to, like, move them off lot, if it doesn't actually work. I guess we'd have to test it on lot and see if it makes a difference. But, yeah, I don't know that he can work on entomology then if we can't capture those butterflies. But we can have him go jogging, so we'll have him do that. Where is this? Can't go jogging because he's too uncomfortable. Oh, because he's tired. Oh man, he's still sleepy. Let's have him go to bed. We'll have him go sleep here. I didn't even realize he was tired still. So he'll just go to bed. He'll be fine. All right, so the next person we're working with will be Jane, I believe. Jane, put your clothes on, girl. Okay, so Jane's gonna get dressed. There we go. So Jane, oh, she wants to become friends with Jai Tang. Jane is our academic. She is... Yeah, she's our academic, and she is today working on archaeology, writing, logic, and soap making. And none of those... Oh, archaeology is actually a bad one for her. So that's unfortunate, which means technically I think just the fossils are archaeology. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let's see if there's any fossils that have spawned around that she could go collect. Ooh, is this a fossil? Oh, it is. Okay, let's have her okay. We have to wait for her to stop being cold. Okay, anytime now. There we go. Okay, let's have her dig this up and see if she gets archaeology from it. Later on today, around 2 o'clock, we are going to send out our first scavenging group to go see if they can scavenge anything in particular. Did she get that? No, I don't think she got it. What's wrong? Dig this up? She's like, God, I don't want to do this. Okay, we have acquired the car mechanic skill. Nice. So now we've got this fossil rock. Break it into pieces or extract the fossil. Archaeology, I would assume, would be like extracting the fossil. So that's what we're going to do. And we've got a fossilized sim hand. I don't think she got any archaeology skill from that in particular, but it is technically archaeology to go collect those things. You might have to you might only get the archaeology skill from the table itself, which is kind of silly. Next, she would have to work on writing, which I think Rochelle is working on at the moment. And we only have one book for everyone to share. So she can skip that for right now, and she can work on logic skill, which I think might have a book. So let's see if there's a book in here that she can read logic with. Eventually, these won't be what we need. We won't need to use the books anymore once we have the actual items to craft things, which I am going to show you that today because I don't think I showed the recipes much in the last one. And we have our own custom recipes for everything. So whenever you want to craft something, you actually do that. Okay, there's a logic book in there. She can read soap making. I know it's in here. I've seen it. So let's just find that real quick. Here it is. All right, Jane, why don't you come back to the house? You can sit here and then read your soap making book, please. That'll be great. Okay, so we have some other people. We have people getting hungry. People are still dirty. He's back to sleeping. So like the kids, we're going to work on it. We don't have it quite set up yet, but we are going to have it where they have to roll as well for like what they're going to work on throughout the day. This child is just downright exhausted. So I'm going to let him go sleep for a little bit so he can get his needs up. Because that is just god awful. This baby is starving, so since Fahim is standing right there, we are going to have to give her something to eat. Actually, Rashad has the food. Is Rashad good to get up? Yes. Rashad, can you please give the choco berries to her? Give her the choco berries, please. So we don't lose our child, because she's literally going to die of hunger if we don't feed her very soon. Here you go. Okay, and since he gave her one... Oh, he actually gave her... Yeah, he only gave her one. I'm going to give her the other one as well, because it goes with... They're, like, meant to be together. So let's let her eat these. Okay, good. And then we're going to have her... Now, she needs attention, so I'm going to look for someone who's doing caregiving today, which is going to be... Who? Caregiving is going to be Dana. Dana is doing caregiving. Is she bad at it? No, she's not. She's not bad at it. It's not bad for her. Okay, Dana, wake up. Come over here, and I'm going to have you, why don't you teach her some flashcards? That will be really good, and that will give her some social. Thank you. Wait. Don't call me. You can't call me. Wait, where did what's-her-face go? Where's Jane? Oh, she hasn't made it yet. Okay. I thought she would have made it by now. All these plants are becoming trash plants. Okay, it is now noon. We have not fed anybody. So we do need to do that. Let's see who's doing cooking today. I'm looking for cooking. Jai Tang is doing the cooking today. Where is Jai Tang? Here he is. I don't think we have anything to cook with. Let me look through everyone's inventory real quick and see what we have. I don't really think we got a lot. We have a couple of seeds. We have some tea leaves. We have some sage, some acorns, some nettle. That is not really going to do it. And also, I know I didn't put this in, but we only have so much space to carry things. And I did say this wrong. Crafting bits, you can have a stack of 99 plus. That's absolutely fine. It's the other items that you can only have up to a stack of 50 items themselves. So you can't go over 50 for specific things. So like the prairie grass, we can have 99 plus, but the other specific things you can only have. And he might actually be carrying too much. He's got 10 items in here. And I don't think Rashad is supposed to be carrying that much. So let's actually go see what Rashad is supposed to be carrying. He should only have 7 items. 1, 2. Well, he has to have this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's carrying 3 too many items. So I say, because I didn't recognize it until now, I'm just going to drop them immediately. But he technically shouldn't have gotten all of these items because he had too many. So I'm just going to pick these 3 items to drop on the ground. And He can't pick anything up today because he's got all this. If we had a refrigerator to put stuff away, I would be able to do so. I don't have any crates or anything to put anything in until we get a refrigerator crafted. So we're stuck with like carrying all this stuff. And I didn't really think about that you can't really like put stuff down. Like, where am I going to put everything? Because technically the seeds get broken down into like flour to make oats and stuff. We don't have the milling yet. But we almost need like a place to put down items at the house, like a storage unit or whatever, because like we can't carry all this stuff all the time and we need to be able to clear our inventories. Who else has things in our inventory? That's her weapon. Anything that has the heart on it, you'll see is a weapon. Also, we were not supposed to cut the meat yet because we need a knife block to be able to cut meat. So I've made a couple of mistakes, so I do apologize. But we do have a couple of fish that we could use. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send him mainly fishing because we can just fish. We can just like cook these up right here on the campfire. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Alex. Let's see. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Alex can carry 6 items. But I'm going to have him give these 2 buckets to somebody to use. So let's see. Who really needs a shower? Fahim needs a shower pretty badly. Oh, Rashad needs one really bad. Like, he's all the way down. So let's give one to Rashad. And let's give one to Raheem. Or Raekwon, sorry. And then we can get him back to sleep. Because that'll clear an entire thing out of his inventory. So let's do that first. Oh, not that. Give him a friendly gift of a water bucket. Because we can only get 3 water buckets a day to use. Okay, and then the other one was Raekwon, whom I'm waking up. Okay, so I am going to have Alex. Come on, Raekwon, wake up. Raekwon? Jeez, I don't think he's going to actually do anything. I mean, she's tired too. Why is everyone so tired but like awake? Okay, Fahim. I'm going to have you come out here and bathe wherever that sweet spot was, if we can find it. Here we go. Bathe in the water. Let's see if he's bad at natural living. Fahim is bad at natural living. Okay, so we're going to actually roll for him. Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and allow access to Rashad. And then I am going to let him take a shower since he has that bucket. And then we're going to put this on the ground and delete it. Oh, I was waiting for him to wake up and now he's awake. Let's go ahead and give him the bucket as well to shower with. And then we have a beetle. Okay, so once he's able to, he can go in there as well. There is a avocado. Who is the hungriest? Actually, should we plant the avocado for wood? Probably. Who is our herbalist? Or is anyone doing herbalism today? I almost think I need a like little check mark next to these to mark them off when I'm done with them. So I might add that in on the spreadsheet. So if you guys are wondering, you know, things are still changing. Things are still being edited. So, nobody is doing gardening. Okay. So I need to figure out who's my herbalist. Kayla, I believe. Yes. Kayla, I need you to plant this avocado. So let's have Alex give the avocado to, where is Kayla? Oh, she just went to bed. Kayla. Okay, I really need people to be awake so I can get this stuff done. Okay, who was that was just stinky? Someone was just stinky. You're good. You're fully slept. And your needs are great, too. Jai Tang is also good. What does Jai Tang need to do today? I'm all over the place. He needs to do natural living, acting, cooking, and penmanship. And he's bad at natural living. He's also needs to do cooking. So he needs to be, let's see, can he add a cooking surface to the campfire? Because we need him to do the cooking. So I'm thinking, cook over campfire. We could do hunter stew, or we need any meat. If we have 4 fish, we could do fish or folk stew. So we would need to do that. We need 4 fish. Now, let's see. Once we're able to like put this stuff in like a fridge or whatever, this will be a little bit easier because they can just go take what they need. Where right now it's like in their inventories. We are going to go ahead and we are going to give him, I'm just going to do like 1 per, and then if they have multiple, I'll just transfer them all over. Because I think otherwise I'd be here all day. Oh boy. Oh, Octavia. Okay, so Octavia has peed her pants, which is a -5 to her. So I'm going to give her that as well now because she just stood up and peed her pants right in front of us, which is not good. Okay, so he just gave him the fish. So Jai Tang, you are going to take the fish that he gave you. Where'd the third one go? Hold on. Where'd the third one go? Was there not a third one? I thought there was a third one. Did we give it to him already or something? He only has 2 fish. What happened to the third fish? Did I miss it? I have no idea where it went. No idea where it went to. Great. Fantastic. Why can't I find this? Hello? Bathe in water. There we go. Okay, gross. Okay, well, Kayla is up. Let's have Alex give her the avocado. Let's have him. Okay, so Kayla needs to plant this. Let's plant it in here. How is the baby doing? We're kind of abandoning him. He needs to be fed, and it was who doing caregiving today? It was Octavia, I think. Yeah, she's doing childcare. Or Dana, I meant. Sorry. I get them confused. So once she's done with this, I'm going to have her feed the baby as well. Bottle feed. And she's planting that for us. All right, Ryan is up to 2 of natural living. Very good. What is Ryan doing? Oh, he's just sleeping. Okay. Well, when he wakes up, he needs to go take a bath. It's so ridiculous that they're all bathing in the same exact spot. I don't know why they're doing that. Okay, so we have 18 minutes until we head out with a group of survivors to one of the 2 lots that we can reach from where we are right now. And things are going to get a bit different once we get there. And I'll explain that when we get there. Okay, so we have to make sure everyone is good. So everyone is working at the moment. These ladies have been reading these books forever, and I've completely forgot about them. I'm not gonna lie. We don't have a set time of how long you have to do these, but you do need to complete all of these activities. I'm getting confused of which ones I've done. Like I said, I think I need a check mark to like check it off when I've worked on that skill, you know what I'm saying? Because anyone that technically is natural living, they're working on a daily because they're sleeping on the floor and stuff. So those people are just kind of like, you know, yeah, they're gonna work on them whether we want them to or not until we get beds and things. And so it would be nice to just have like a little bar there to check off when I've completed it, because it is going to get really confusing what you've done and who you've done it for if you're working on the same skill for multiple people. So I think that will be added very shortly. Okay, so I don't think I can have her like go potty and she can use her diaper. Okay, because we need to do that. And then she also needs to feed her. Let's see, toddler care. She's hungry and we don't really have a way to feed her. So like the baby we can feed with a bottle, but like Matilda we can't. She's not one that we can just pick, like give her a bottle and it be done with it. And we don't have like a high chair or anything for her to use. So we are going to need to think about that because she needs food to eat on a regular basis, obviously. Now I don't think we can eat these acorns. No, but we can eat the nettle. So we could give the nettle to her. Now he can't, like I can't have him give this to say Dana to carry, but I could have him give it to her to use it. But since he's not doing anything at the moment, I'm just going to have him go give it to her because I think that'll be better. And I'm just going to give her all of them, honestly. I don't know what I'm going to use them for at the moment, so I'm just going to give them to her just to kind of get them out of his inventory. And because we don't have anything we can make with them at the moment, it's not really a big deal. Okay, let me go ahead and allow Raekwon to go in here because he does have a bucket of water to use. So I'm going to have him go ahead and take his shower. And when Raekwon or Rashad gives her this, I'm going to have him give her all of them, not just one. Like I said, I would give them like the stack of them. Okay. Eat the nettle. Have her eat another one. Oh, Dana just got her skill up to level 1 in parenting. Oh, Fahim is freezing to death. So let's stop doing that and come on inside. Okay, I know a lot of people are just standing around. It's really hard to navigate how to do this and not have a bunch of people just standing around doing nothing. Especially because they're all kind of... Oh, it's 2:22. Great. They're all kind of like... doing different things. So this is going to be a game where I'm going to pause a lot, but I'm going to try, and if I do it like in a video format, obviously I would cut out like the pausing of the things. On stream, it's hard to not pause and like look at things. So I'm going to flip you guys over to the spreadsheet again, because we're going to go out for our first day of scavenging. Now, we haven't scavenged at all on the home lot because I wanted to show this when it comes down to traveling. So the first thing we need to do with the traveling is we are going to have to roll to see if anything happens while we're traveling to the lot that we're going to. Let me find the wheel. There's like 1,000 wheels for this, so bear with me. I will find it here in a second. This one. Okay. So let me open this up. Okay, so here this is. So this is the wheel that we're going to spin anytime we head out on a exploration. To go to either of the two lots that we can go to, there's only 2 options available because you have to have traveled the best I can explain it is you have to travel to a specific neighborhood and pretty much like map it out like as if you were playing like Minecraft before you can literally see what else is in that neighborhood or like what's beyond that neighborhood. We have our specific routes, so we can only see what we can see from our own home lot. And so we need to travel first before we can know where we're going to go. So it's just going to be a coin flip, 1 or 2 pretty much is what we're going to go for. And I'll pull that up in just a second. But we're going to spin to see if anything happens while we're out traveling to this destination. Like there could be an event or there could be absolutely nothing. Okay, so we're going to find a dead survivor and it unlocks a new outfit slot for us. So we actually are going to unlock a new outfit slot while out traveling today. So unlocked by finding a dead survivor. I know that seems really gruesome because like technically you're literally ripping that off of somebody. But if you think about it, like this is the end of the world, you know what I mean? Like we're trying to survive here. So we actually can use this to create a new outfit for someone so they could have 2 outfits. Or we can wait, and if we get like a survivor, we can create an outfit for them. Or if we end up having a baby, we can give them the outfit. Those are all different things that we can do with that. So that's actually a really good one, and I'm really happy we got that because we only started out with each of our Sims being able to wear the one outfit that they have. So I'm actually happy. Like we could give them like a winter outfit, you know, with that, or like a summer outfit so they're not hot and sweaty in the summertime. So that's actually really good. So we're going to generate a number 1 or 2. 1 is going to be we're going to go to the tunnel bar. 2 is going to be we're going to go to the trail. They're on opposite sides of us. We're going to go to the tunnel bar, okay, mainly, and we'll check out the lot. So the people that are going to be going on this trip are going to be Neil, which I'll have them come over here so you can see them, Octavia, Dana, and today it's going to be one of our gatherers need to go. So we either need to pick Rashad or Alex. I'll let you guys decide who you guys want to send. Do we want to send Rashad or do we want to send Alex? Alex, okay. So I'm seeing an Alex. We'll have Alex come forward. I flipped a coin. There you go. That's the way to do it. No, Dana. No. Dana, no. No. Don't bring the baby, Dana. The baby stays here. Put down the baby. Dana, put down the baby and step away. She's trying to take the baby with her, like, just put the baby down. Oh my gosh. She's trying to take the baby with her. Oh, she's really taking caregiving to like the whole next level, you know? Okay, so these are our 4. These are what we are considering to be our adventuring party, okay? So these 4 have to go off into the wild. And like I said, they do take on radiation. So it is going to be kind of dangerous for them to go out into the world and do this. Now, if they're every 4 hours that they're traveling, if it's a straight 4 hours, like you can't go to a lot 2 hours and then 2 hours back. That's not quite 4. Every 4 hours they're traveling, we roll a die to see if they get attacked. So it could get really dangerous because the travel times eventually will be like 36 or more hours. It will get crazy. Okay, so these guys have a really short travel today. Probably best because we don't have any food, but they're going in hopes to find food. And we're also sending Alex because Alex needs to go to be able to gather some things around. So that gives us a couple less people to work on. This baby really needs to be changed. So the person who's doing caregiving is gone, which means someone else needs to pick up the slack at this point. So why don't you clean up the baby a little bit, and why don't you go ahead and change his diaper? First of all, get that taken care of. And then let's see what we can do with the rest of everybody in the meantime. So Fahim needs to be working. Oh, Fahim, we were supposed to roll for him for his survival or his natural living thing to see how clean he would have gotten. So let's go ahead and do that quickly as well. We got so much to do. So Fahim, he needs to, yeah, because wait. No, he's not bad at survival. We're all right. He's okay. He's bad at, oh, he's not bad at anything he's doing today. He's fine. He's not bad at it. Let's get him dressed for one. Today he needs to be working on natural living, which he's done technically because he took a shower in the pond. Paper crafting, cross stitch, and preserving. So let's see. Is there any paper crafting books in here? This might be too much for us to start with, like this many activities. And if it is, I will bring it down, no problem. Like we can always unlock more later. Because I don't know that we're getting through everything. And if we don't get through everything, it is gonna hurt our morale. So, okay, let's have you get dressed and then you'll be better. What is he writing? Hello? What was he just writing? Can we read this? Here, sit here. And then read this. Okay. So then we have Rashad. And Rashad was working on what? Natural living, which he's done. Fitness is next. So we're actually going to have not Jaitang, Rashad, wherever he is. We're going to have him go for a jog. I think if you just do one activity per thing, I think that's good. If you want to work on it for more, then, you know, so be it. Well, since she has a stinky diaper, why don't you go ahead and take care of it? And since the person who's supposed to be doing caregiving today is not here anymore. That's not what I wanted you to do. I want you to, change her diaper. Because he's got this disgusting diaper moodlet. Okay, Octavia is now freezing. Oops, Octavia is now freezing to death. All right, why don't you... Oh, man. Okay, put this in your inventory then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, he keeps picking up too much stuff. He actually can't put this in his inventory. It's just going to have to stay on the floor. We're actually going to have him go jogging though, because now that she's not disgusting, we're better off. So go jogging. And then we have Rochelle. She's still reading this book. I'm actually going to tell her to stop. She did her writing now. So Rochelle needs to do, she couldn't do penmanship, but she did writing. Let's have her work on candle making next. So let's have her stop reading that so I can put it back. And let's also get... Okay, so she has stopped reading this book now. What did I say she needs to read? Candle making. Is there a candle making book? If anyone knows, let me know. Otherwise... Candle making. Where are you in this godforsaken bookshelf? I did originally have them laid out on the bookshelf. Maybe I'll go back to that because that was so much easier. No, there's no candle making. So there's no way she can do candle making, and entomology she can't do. So Rochelle is a crafter. That is what her thing is. She does not have, or a creator, I mean, she does not have any way of doing any of her other skills. So she's technically done for the day. So I'm just going to let her go to bed for a little bit. So I'm going to let her go to sleep. And she'll be good. Okay, then we have Lucy. Lucy is an entertainer. She's supposed to work on mixology today, and production is one of her negatives. So if she can work on mixology from in here, this is why I say this is like one of those kinds of games where you have to like pause a lot. So if you like slow gameplay, go for it. You also don't have to play with your autonomy off. I do because I don't want my Sims to do like just anything, you know what I mean? I want them to do what they're literally supposed to do. She's a sore back. Oh, I'm sorry. Come sit here. I also feel like some people like him, like Michael, hasn't woken up all day. Oh, she wants to cook a meal. Okay, sore back is about to go away. We're waiting for 4:20, by the way. Come on. She is also hungry. She can't do this because she's too uncomfortable. I don't really know what to have her do. Because I can't get her to read anything because she's too uncomfortable. She's probably just going to have to take, like, a loss on that. Jai Tang went out. Oh, wait. He's worked on natural living. Jai Tang. Did you take a shower? I don't know if he took a shower, but he does need to work on his thing. A trash can is required to clean this. Seriously? Like, literally just get rid of it, you know? Where is... Do we not have a trash can? Oh, interesting. That would have been good to know that I need that, because how am I supposed to have them use this if they physically can't do anything? Do I have anyone doing gathering by any chance? Because I do need... I do need someone to go out foraging. Rashad is doing it. What I'm going to have him do is I am going to have him forage these because we need food and we need wood really quick. So once he's done jogging, let's have him do that because I think we need to get that done. The baby looks like he's asleep again. This little one, she really needs some attention. So Maybe you could give her some attention. Why don't you teach her to talk, maybe? Okay. It is now 4:20. Okay, so here we are at the tunnel bar. This is the first time we have ever went to another lot. And we are going to see what happens. Okay. So, this is what the lot looks like. Now, like I said, this world was not created by me, but I have edited it heavily to be what I want it to be. So that is something to keep in mind, that like not everything here is something I placed. Like I didn't place these planes and things, but I did edit everything that I really wanted to be edited, or I wanted it to look a specific way. So here at the tunnel bar, there is a bunch of different things that we're going to do. For one, we're going to all do however much we can for scavenging for these 3 sims. And then Alex is just going to head off, and he is actually going to go ahead and take care of some of the stuff around that he needs to. What is this? Alex feels funny from the weird growth sporadically infesting the home. The moral of the story is these mold piles are no good. Okay. Okay, so if we look around, we see that there's a little wooden bench, there's a car, there's some cardboard on the ground. There is tables with lights on them, some barrels, this bus, a trash can. There's this machine over here. If we look outside, there's a tent and like a little sink like we have with a bucket on top that catches the water. We have another tent out back here. Oops, I forgot to set these. These were actually supposed to be planted. Whoopsie poodles. Well, there's some plants growing out here, which is a prickly pear. There is a blue grape. There is a pine cone. There's a vanilla bean, some cheese, a pistachio, and a radish. There's also a sleeping bag, this engine to a plane or something, some trash on the ground, a tire, a horse carriage. There is another bus, some barrels. And then on this side over here, we have like another tent and some bushes and some prairie grass. So to start off, now that we're actually on the lot, what we want to do is we want to roll for our scavenges. And how we do that is we need to look at their fitness levels, because when we travel and when we scavenge, we are going to have to take away specific scavenges. So we always have one scavenge no matter what per sim. To figure out the amount of times that we can scavenge with each sim, we need to add 1 for every skill level of fitness that they have. So let's look at their fitnesses. So Neil has 3 fitness, so he gets 2 with that. Then we subtract 1 if the lot is flooded, which it's not. We also subtract 1 for each river that the sim fell in as they made it here because it made them extra tired, which we didn't have to cross over, so we're fine. And we just subtract 1 if we had to walk on foot to the lot, as it made you more tired as well. So we get 1 scavenge with Neil. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and pull up the wheel that we're going to do. And so there's different wheels based on what type of lot you're at. So the tunnel bar is considered to be a business lot. So you're going to roll the business lot wheel for this one. Each one has different things that comes with it. And so we are going to roll that one. I'm looking for the wheel at the moment. Give me just a second. Oh, there's so many. That's utility. Okay, business. So let's open this, and then I'm going to flip you guys over and you guys can see how this works out. So I have a wheel here that we created to be based on what we think would be per lot. So the things that you can find here at the tunnel bar or any of the business lots would be food, materials, medicine, special items, and nothing. So we're going to roll for Neil and see what he pulls. Now, looking at Neil, he has how much in his inventory at the moment? He just has 1 thing in his inventory. And Neil, because he's a scavenger, he has 7 slots available. So he can carry 6 more things with him. So if there's anything in here we can loot or anything, we can grab it, of course. And whatever he gets as his scavengers, he can hold up to 6 more things in his inventory. So we're going to go ahead and roll this. And he finds food. Okay, so that is actually good because food is going to be a good one that we're going to want to do. So then if you're wondering like what kind of food does he get? Well, then we actually have a wheel for a food wheel, and you're going to roll it to see what food he's going to actually get. So we're going to go ahead and spin this as well. Red meat. He gets red meat. So he has 1 red meat. Now he gets to spin this 5 times for food. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So he has 1 red meat. 1 thing of eggs. Okay. That's 2 of his items. He gets a thing of milk. He's doing well so far. He gets veggies. And a second thing of eggs. Okay, so now what we're going to do for him is we're going to go into game. So looking around, there is medicines in here that he could pick up. What else is on this lot? Because we do have a list of everything, so like you don't miss anything, because there's a lot on some of these lots that you have to remember. Those are the items that are broken down. There is what's here to loot. The medicines. We also saw these plants out back, which we could take. So we could harvest these. If we wanted to take more veg. There's also that fixable car, but we don't have the means to fix it up, so we just have to kind of leave it here. There's a tent, there's a sleeping bag, there is which we saw back here. There is a this candle here, which we could take if we wanted. And there is also this tent over here. So depending on what we want to take, those are the options that we have for Neil to take. So I'm going to let Neil come on in here. And it'll be like he's looking around for the items. And the second Neil walks into the tunnel bar, so here we're going to roll a number. We have to roll a 1 through 3 to see what happens. Let's go ahead and roll this and see what we get. We get number 1. Okay. So number 1 says, rock falls and hits a member of the scavenging team, but only causes a bruise. The sim you roll that is hit loses 1 scavenging time. Oh, God. Jeez. Okay, so we need to roll a number 1 through 3 again to see which of one of our scavenging sims is hit by the falling rocks. So we're gonna roll this again. Number 3. So number 3 is going to be, let's see, our third scavenging sim is going to be Dana. She has how many fitness? She gets 1, and then how many fitness does she have? She has 2 fitness, so she has 2 there, so that gives her a second one. But she loses 1 for walking on foot. She didn't have to cross a river, and it's not flooded. So she gets 1 scavenge as well. So let's go ahead and see what scavenge she's going to do. And we're going to go back to the business scavenging wheel as well and roll for this for her. So let's roll this for Octavia and see what she's going to get from her scavenge. She also gets food. Okay. Okay. So she gets 5 from here. So let's just go ahead and roll this again. She gets a packet of herbs. She's also going to get pasta. Okay. And she's also going to get sugar. And she gets 2 more. She gets another pasta. Okay. And then she gets, looks like fruits. Okay, so we're going to give those to her, to them when they go back home. Because I can't have them pick them up here anyways. We're just going to keep note of like how much she has. If you were like doing this on your own, what I would suggest is as it pulls it up here, you go in and you just write like Neil has got, well, he's got his reinforced plank, right? Because we need to be keeping track of everything. He has eggs. He has milk. He has veggies. And he has red meat. So he's the one that I said had 2 more spots. And then for Octavia, she also has a, does Octavia have the reinforced plank or does she have something else? Octavia has, yes, she has the reinforced plank. Reinforced plank. She has herbs. She has pasta. She has sugar. And she also has fruits. So she also can pick up 2 more items while we're here. And then we're going to do Octavia's now because, or we're going to do Dana's now. Jeez. And Dana has only 6 because she doesn't have enough in the fitness skill. She only has level 1 in fitness. So, she would get 1 point because she had to walk on foot, but even though she had to walk on foot, like they always get one. But then she also lost her one from that roll. So this time she doesn't get one because of the falling rocks and the bruise. Because of that, she does not get any scavenges, which is really bad technically. So unfortunately, Octavia does not get anything. That doesn't mean she can't carry anything in her inventory. She does have a slingshot in her inventory. It can't go in her inventory. It's one of the bows that's on the home lot. As long as it's placed on the home lot, you're good. So Octavia, okay, seriously, her name is Dana. So Dana doesn't get any items from scavenging, but that doesn't mean she can't pick up items here on the lot here. And there wasn't a whole ton of things that we could pick up, but I do think for her, one of the big items I think that would be something she would probably really want to pick up is that sleeping bag, because we are struggling to find places for everyone to sleep. So I'm going to let her go ahead and take that sleeping bag, and that's going to be one of the items that she picks up. Now, the other things that there are here are a couple different of the fruits and vegetables. We can also pick up this tent, which is another sleeping spot. So I am going to go ahead and grab this tent as well. It's going to be something that I'm going to let Octavia take, or Dana, because she doesn't have anything in her inventory at the moment. So we're going to take that. So what I'm going to do is when you take the items, I would suggest deleting them from the lot, because then they are gone and you don't have to worry about it. I don't know that they'll come back, so you might have to actually like go in and delete them from the lot. We'll see how that goes. The other things that are here, let me remind you of what else is here, are the 3 medicines, the harvestable plants, the car, which we cannot take the car. We don't have any means to getting that. The candle, and that would be it. So I think what we do is we have a total of how many slots open? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. 7 slots. So I say we take the 3 medicines, which are this one here. So this one here is, what is this one? Ibuprofen. So we're going to take the ibuprofen. We're going to have Dana pick, look at me go. Dana pick up these as well. So this one here is paracetamol. And then the last one she can pick up, and it'll fill her inventory, is adult vitamins. Okay, so then we have 2 open spots for Octavia. So I am going to delete these because we've picked them up now. And that way we don't get confused. I think I'm going to have Octavia go ahead and take this candle for a little bit more light. And I think I'm going to have her pick up one of these things over here. And I'm really thinking we go for... Do we go for the pine cone or for the cheese? I'm kind of thinking the cheese because it's another food. So let's have her pick up the cheese. And then we're going to have Neil pick up the pine cone. And we'll also have him pick up the... What else? The radish. Because there isn't really that much more that we can have them pick up. So we're going to have him take that. So we're going to destroy that one. We're going to destroy the cheese. Why didn't that one destroy? Oh, there we go. And we're going to pick up the pine cone. So the only things we have left now are the pistachio, the vanilla bean, the grape, the prickly pear. We also have any of the items that are technically breakdown, like that can be broken down, which we don't actually have the means to break anything down at the moment. And then the only other thing I think we could pick up would be like prairie grass, but we do have some of that by the house. So I think we're okay on that. And I don't think any of these guys have that on them. Though we have not done anything with Alex at the moment. So I am going to have Alex go ahead and harvest all the prairie grass that's here. And Alex has in his inventory, I forgot to clear his inventory out, so that's kind of unfortunate. But he is our gatherer. So Alex has his axe. He also has this beetle in his inventory that we have already looted. He has a twig. And he has some wooden planks, which are good for building. And now he's going to pick up some prairie grass. And then he can pick up one more item around. So what we'll do is we'll look for something else out here that we can loot. I would really like him to be able to loot a medal if we can find one. Right here. We're going to have him dig that up. Okay. And so that will do what we can do here on this lot at the moment. Now these guys, while they're waiting, we can just have them sit. Maybe sleep. I don't know. Just so they're not just standing around, they're actually doing something. Oh, he also got a plum from that? Oh, hold on. Is he really hungry? He is. I'm gonna have him eat this before he takes that. Because we can't have him go over 6. And he would have went over. Okay, let's go grab this. These guys are just so... They just sit here. They have nothing better to do with their lives. It's like, okay, we'll wait. Now, I do think when you're on these lots, if there's a sink like this, it probably would be able... You'd probably be able to, like, clean yourself in it because technically it could have water in it. We don't know. So I think they would be able to, like, clean themselves in these specific things. Just like I think they could use these to go potty and stuff. So when she's done, we could have her go fertilize this. Okay, so immediately I noticed that Alex pulled 2 things out of this rock. One being the pyrite came up first for me. So the robot salvage part is something I need to get rid of. We're going to place this in the world because we can't actually carry it. It's something we can't carry. We're full with 6. I don't know that 6 is going to be enough now looking at it. I think we might need to up this number because we really can't carry very much. So if I feel like, you know, it's not enough, I will change things if I end up feeling like, okay, what we're doing isn't enough for us because it's really not a lot what we just had him grab. Okay, so I'm going to let everyone that needs a shower take one before we leave. I think Neil is one that really needs one. I'm going to let him bathe as well here. I don't think Octavia needed one, did she? Not really, but she could have one. I don't think it would hurt her. Though she is very hungry. Are you done? All right, let's let Neil clean himself. If I have her go in here, does she get warmer or no? She's really cold. I kind of feel bad. Does Alex need to use the bathroom? We could. He's really tired and he's hungry. All right, so we're letting Neil clean up. It's now 6. We've been here for about 2 hours-ish. Everybody's getting hungry, but when we get back, we'll have food for people to eat. So we will have some food, which will be great. We will have something. And once we get back, we do need to also have those Sims working on specific activities as well. So, like, they'll be going back, we'll be doing all of those activities again. So people will need to go fishing, people will need to be scavenging, all of that good stuff will need to happen once we get back. We could just have everyone just kind of use the bushes, like, if, you know, they need to. Here, come fertilize this. We're just kind of waiting on some people. I know you're exhausted, dude.
Dracoy? Room?
All right, he's going to use the bathroom. I think she's good, so I'm going to have her go over here.
Huh?
Okay, we'll get these guys talking. Alex, are you coming? Where is he? Oh, goodness. So they don't have to be back by any specific time, but I do think that you want to try and get back, like, before dark if you can. If you can't, it's not like a huge deal. Like, don't fret or stew about it. Obviously, some of them you're never going to be able to make it back in time for, like, nighttime, but just keep in mind that the longer they're out, the more their needs are going to drop. So these guys left in kind of a bad mood, but they're coming back in a better one, which is good. And their hunger is not, like, awful, though it does need to be addressed. She wants to be friendly with him. And I think we'll have him discuss his interests as well. Did that complete for her? It did. Okay, so we've completed one for her today. Wait. Yeah, now she wants to get to know him. Okay, now that it is 8 o'clock, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the family. So back here at the lot, this is everybody else, obviously. We have Fahim, who was working on paper crafting, I do believe. What is he in paper crafting? Level 2 in paper crafting. Okay. So he's done natural living, he's done paper crafting. Is there cross stitching or preserving that he can do next? Cross stitching or preserving? There is. What was that? Oh, skiing, fabrication, painting, snowboarding, gemology, cheesemaking, milling, gourmet cooking, knitting, I do not see cross-stitching, and I did not see preserving. So his activities that he can do are done for the day. So he's a creator, so he can just do whatever. Rashad has worked in natural living. He's worked in fitness. He went jogging, and now he needs to do some foraging. So we're having forage for some wood, and oops, we're gonna have him. It's too late in the day. Dang. Forage for some wood. Well, dang. Okay, so we've got those. Unfortunately, everything else does not want us to do anything with it because it's too late in the day. So that'll be his foraging. And then the only other thing he has is penmanship, which we cannot work on. So we are down to Rochelle. She can't do penmanship. She did writing. Candle making and entomology. I think we looked for those and we could not find them. So she's also done. Then we had Lucy read mixology. She needs to also work on which we actually need to she read mixology. She didn't craft anything with mixology, so she's fine. Even though it's a negative for her. Performance instruments, there isn't like an instrument book, I don't believe, that she can read. So yeah, I feel like that's not something we can read either. And then singing is a performance, so she could do some singing, and she can also do some fitness. So I don't think that there's like piano books. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there is. I might be wrong though. I'd be very happy if I was wrong, because then that would mean she can work on a lot of her skills. But I don't know. I feel like they're not really skill books for those. Yeah, no, there's not. Okay, so what we're going to have her do is we'll have her sing for a little while, and then we'll have her go jogging around 9:30-ish. Oh my gosh, everyone has to go potty as well, I guess. Well, he's just tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tell Lucy to practice singing, and then I'm going to tell her to go jogging. So that way we can get both of those locked in for her. Where is it? Go jogging. Okay, Jai Tang had to do natural science, which she's done. Acting. He needs to perform acting. Can he just act on him? Like, can we just click on him and click act? Or like, I feel like it has to be done with a mirror, doesn't it? Because he has to be like a specific level, I think, to do it just like on himself. Yeah, I think he needs a mirror, and we don't have a mirror to do so. He does need to do the cooking today, and I think we gave him the fish. The problem is we don't have any other food to go with said fish. And we don't have any logs to light the fire at the moment. So I think because he needs to do the cooking, let's have him go get some fish to cook up. That will be good. Who's complaining? He needs to fishing, and then he still needs to do... Oh, well, cooking is his last thing he needs to actually do. Okay, so we're good there. Then we have Raekwon. He needs to go fishing today. So I'm also going to send out Raekwon to go fishing. And there is another thingy over here that he can fish at. So we're going to have him fish there. And then, actually, I'm not going to have him fish there. I'm going to have him fish over here. Because then I think they'll talk if I have them fish at the same spot. So let's have him go fishing there. And then he also needs to do skiing, dance, and programming if he can. I don't know that he can. So we'll have to look into if he can do programming. But I know he can do skiing on the books. She's awful. Just awful. Oh, he needs to go potty. Dang it. Can he, like, dance? Blick block dance. Alright, we'll have him do that, I guess. Don't know. And he cannot summon a privy bush, so he does need to go inside and use the bathroom. Which we can't use. Let's have Rashad, since he's collecting the wood. Does he have any wood? He doesn't have any wood. For heaven Pete's sake. Please get something. 2 wood twigs. Okay, so I think we could probably use all 4 of these wood twigs to light this. I think it will use all of the twigs. Oh boy, he just burnt his arm. Did you seriously not light this? Light this! Okay. So we are going to delete all of these. Because they were used to light the fire. Okay. So now what we can do is we can have people like throw stuff away because it can be thrown into the thingy. And that should get it done for them. Now, Ryan is our next one. He needs to do dance, comedy, singing, and soap making. And he's bad at none of those. So dance. Ryan, what are you doing? Can he do dance? The thing is, some of these things you can't really do because, like, you can't just dance without music, you know what I mean? And we don't have any music. So comedy, I guess he could tell some jokes. Let's tell a joke about toilets, like maybe 3 times. We'll tell a joke about barnacles to her, and then we'll tell a joke about politicians to her. And then he also needs to do singing and soap making, which he can do both. So once he does that, then he can practice singing. I'm actually going to have her stop practice singing and go jogging now. Because she's awful and we don't want to hear it anymore. And then once he practiced singing for a while... Oh my gosh, Clarissa just peed her pants. Okay, let me mark that down that she's got a -5. Clarissa has a -5. Okay. Can you clean up? Throw these things away? Alright, it looks like Jatang has given up on the fishing. He does have an apple, which I do think we should plant a lot of these things, but I don't think we can plant an apple on this. That's annoying. I hear the baby crying. This is what I mean. The baby's head is always in this cabinet. I don't know why. It just is. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know. He's always just got his head in the cabinet. It's interesting. Okay, so it looks like both of them are done fishing now. So he's gonna block dance, I guess. We can now polish this so we can use it. Can you use a privy bush? Yeah. Who else wants to go? Kayla. He's dancing. Oh, goodness. Kayla, go clean this. She's cleaning up quite a bit. That's good. So he did not get to cook because we could not get the fish that we needed. Unfortunately. Oh my gosh, it's adding to the fire. Okay. So it's getting kind of late. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for the minute. When we come back, we're going to finish off this day. And then since we've done a lot of these activities, what I'll do is I will roll for their next days. And then I'll just have them and then we can input them like for the next day. It might be beneficial to like, if you play this, to have it like where you can roll like the entire week and then you just kind of cross off what they do as they do it and then kind of move on from there. That might be more beneficial. Also, I'm going to bring back those people from the tunnel bar. They would have just arrived a little bit ago. But if you guys are enjoying this, let me know because I have worked really hard on this. Some things are not working out like I planned, so I will have to kind of rethink them or just do what I'm doing where I write down where like what's happening in everyone's inventory kind of thing. But if you guys are interested in this, let me know because I would really like to hear you guys' feedback so far. The only thing I think I haven't really shown you guys is the quests and the combat, which is sure to come. And we also need to recognize that what's her face got a bruise. Dana. So we need to, I'll have to mark that down as well. But yeah, I hope that you guys are enjoying this, like I said, and if you are and you're watching this back on YouTube, let me know as well in the comment section below. And I will be live again on Wednesday. Please remember again that I won't be live on Friday because it is my birthday. So I won't be going live on Friday. And on Wednesday, we're going to be going live with the Millmans. So if you guys have sent any of your families in, they will be being put into the save file in that episode or that video, that stream. And we'll be working more on like setting up houses and things for everyone because that one still needs a lot of work. So I'll be working some more on that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you guys in my next stream on Wednesday. Later. Have a great night.